What's going on, guys? I got a video to show you, and I'm going to be doing some upgrades to my camper as far as the solar. I'm pulling out all the Harbor Freight stuff. It's a 100-watt system with the 4 little panels, but it takes up too much real estate. So I'm going to be doing something different, and I'm going to show you what I got. Got me 2 panels. Each of these are 100 watts, so that makes 200 watts. This takes up a lot less real estate than those other 4 panels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook these up, hook them up to a multimeter. We're going to see how many volts there are, and then I'm going to hook up my amp meter and see how many amps it's pushing in. So, and I got a few things to show you that I got, and I did buy a cheap charger controller. I upgraded the charger controller. The one I got in there now is a 10 amp. I bought a 30 amp, and there's an additional thing I bought with it. And I should have done this in the beginning. Don't get me wrong, Harbor Freight's a good system for like playing around with and getting into it. But once you get into it, it's like, all right, because this system takes up much real estate, and I think this costs just about the same as what the Harbor Freight does. So, no further ado, let's get these wires hooked up. Let's see how much she's pulling. So we're going to take this. I forget what they call it. We're going positive to positive, negative to negative. So as you see, I got them connected positive to positive, negative to negative. So it should be 200 watts. The wattage should go up and the voltage should stay the same. So let's get a multimeter on this and let's see what it's pushing. So got the multimeter hooked up. As you see, they're not in full sun. The sun's right there. And I'm getting more voltage out of these than I did the Harbor Freight. 22.0. So let me get this switched over. We're going to see how many amps we're putting into it. So now that we got it switched over to amps, we're pushing about 2.5 amps. So that's with 2 panels mostly. So these must be really good panels. So yes, I'm going to be installing these on the camper. I will be doing a video of it. And I'm hoping this fixes the problem. I don't like using my generator. I don't want to use my generator. I like boondocking, and the generator's heavy and it's hard to take. So, and I like peace and quiet. Don't like engines running. But you can see she's doing pretty good. If you get a steady 2.5 amps, that's like a trickle charge. That's really good. So the sun's there. The panels are here. We're at 2.53. Go ahead and tilt the panels down. And as they get towards the sunlight, you see the numbers climb. Keep going. A little bit more. I had it about 2.6 earlier. 2.6 amps. And the sun's in the clouds. So, not bad. But, let's get to the other stuff. So, I got this. This is the Renogy Bluetooth module. And this is the Renogy charger controller. So, let's Open this up. I've already had it open. Automatically changes. Tells you the color, which is good. Tells you if the solar panels are working, the battery's hooked up. And the thing that I like about this is it's got bigger lugs than the 10 amp one, which is good because I like to run heavy gauge wire. And this Bluetooth module actually plugs into here right here, and I haven't set it up yet, but from what I gathered, and you can pretty much put it anywhere, which is nice. And from what I gathered, you can Bluetooth it to your phone and it'll tell you exactly what's going on. It comes with a warranty card. And what else does it come with? Oh, and a sticker. Nice. So, what I'm going to do on a nice day, after I post this, before I take out my old system, and once I get my batteries in my camper, but before I pull it out, I'm going to do a test with it. And I'm going to show you the difference in the results between the Renogy 10 amp charger controller with the Harbor Freight solar panels. And I already changed the charger controller out from the Harbor Freight one because it was the older one and I couldn't charge my batteries because I have LiPo 4 and it doesn't have that charging profile, which the updated version might. I don't know, but I bought my system a long time ago for lead acid and I don't have that charger controller for that anymore. So other than that, the snow ain't quite gone yet. Still got a lot of snow, as you can see. So I will do a test result between the Harbor Freight solar panels and then these two Renogy panels, which is, yeah, I know one's 100 watt, the other one's 200 watts, but I can still hook up one panel and still do the comparison of which is better. But I did notice with the Harbor Freight ones that even though there was still a little light or whatever, it wasn't pushing nearly as much amps as it should have. It was like either a quarter or a half amp by looking at my battery monitor system that I have in there. And I'm going to close this video here. So if you want to see more about this, and if you have any questions, put it in the comments. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. But if I'd put it this way, if I knew now what I knew then, I would have went with Renogy. Those panels are only 65 bucks a piece. I don't know what the newer Harbor Freight panels are. I think they're maybe around 100 bucks for 100 watts. I don't know. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And yeah, you want to stay tuned because I'm going to be installing this and you're going to want to watch. So until then, I'll see you then.